Get ready for a kitchen where absolutely nothing is normal. The moment nobody is watching, ordinary fruits, vegetables, and everyday objects suddenly come alive. And that's when the real chaos begins. One little character finds itself way too close to a kitchen tool and immediately starts panicking, while another doodle is completely fascinated by what's happening. Before anyone can figure things out, the scene turns into a hilarious food emergency. Characters are screaming, running around, and calling for help as simple kitchen tools suddenly become their biggest enemies. But not every situation ends in disaster. Some of these little doodles discover hilarious transformations that leave everyone around them completely shocked. One character goes from terrified to ridiculously confident in seconds, while another can't stop reacting to everything happening around them. Then comes a surprise prank that catches everyone completely off guard. The victim looks around in confusion, while the other doodles struggle not to laugh. But the funniest part is how seriously these tiny characters take every little situation. A simple slice becomes a life or death emergency. A kitchen tool becomes a terrifying monster. And even an ordinary object can suddenly become the hero of the story. And just when you think the chaos is finally over, another character enters the scene and immediately creates a brand new problem. So stay until the end, because these doodles are only getting started. And the kitchen chaos is only getting started. Just when everyone thinks they have figured out how to survive, another everyday object suddenly becomes part of the madness. One little doodle gets way too close to a dangerous-looking kitchen tool and immediately realizes that this was a terrible idea. The character starts shouting for help while the others watch in shock, trying to decide whether they should rescue their friend or run away themselves. But before anyone can react, the situation takes a hilarious turn. A nearby fruit suddenly gets involved and turns an ordinary moment into a ridiculous competition. Everyone starts cheering, laughing, and shouting as the little characters try to prove who is the strongest. Then, without warning, one character gets caught in a completely unexpected transformation. At first, everyone is terrified, but seconds later they realize something hilarious has happened. The transformed character proudly shows off while the others stare in disbelief. But the celebration doesn't last long. A mischievous doodle decides to pull a prank on the group, and the reaction is absolutely priceless. One character jumps back in panic, another starts yelling, and a third simply stands there wondering what on earth is happening. Just when they finally calm down, a new emergency appears on the kitchen counter. This time, everyone is involved, and there is nowhere left to hide. The little doodles quickly join forces to help their friends, proving that even when
But the rescue mission quickly turned into another hilarious disaster. The little doodles rushed toward their friend, each one trying to help, but somehow everyone gets in everyone else's way. One character grabs the wrong tool, another pulls from the opposite direction, and suddenly the whole group is sliding across the counter. Their friend keeps shouting for help, while the others desperately try to regain control. Then just when it looks like they are finally going to succeed, a completely unexpected prank interports the rescue. Everyone stops and looks around with confusion, while one mischievous doodle tries desperately to hide its laughter. The other characters quickly realize they have been tricked, and now the prankster is the one of the running for life. The chase goes across the entire kitchen as fruits, vegetables, and household objects get caught in the madness. One character tries to hide behind a counter, another jumps onto the counter, and another accidentally gets stuck in a vicious position. But then everything suddenly goes quiet. The character noticed an ordinary kitchen object sitting nearby, and for some reason everyone is starting at it. Nobody wants to go near it first. Finally, with brave, brutal step forward